So we are now close to Telde, walking off-road. Above the modern neighborhood of Las Huesas in Telde lies a rocky slope, carved long ago by human hands. This is Cueva de las Huesas, a site that carries both silence and memory. The path leading there is short and easy, a dry, soft trail over volcanic stone. Yet every step feels like walking out of the present and into something older. The air grows heavier, and the landscape whispers of ceremonies long forgotten. Hello!
Hello! We are in Telde now, and we are going to visit the place Cuevas de las Huesas. So that's called
The Caves of the Bones.
Caves of the Bones. It's going to be exciting, lots of stories over this place. Maybe we find some bones.
Never know what we're gonna find. Walking around the cave, the structure reveals itself. A large, square chamber with 4 broad openings surrounded by smaller hollows and niches carved into the soft tuff. It mirrors, in its way, the great sanctuary of Cuatro Puertas, just across the valley. In the 1980s, archaeologists began to excavate Las Huesas. What they uncovered transformed this cave from a local curiosity into one of the most revealing funerary sites of Gran Canaria. They found human remains, including infants and perinatal individuals, the tiniest members of the community. Alongside them lay the bones of oxen, goats, and pigs. Far from being scraps, these animal remains were placed with intention. They were offerings, part of the funerary ritual. At first, some researchers thought the animal bones were simply refuse left behind by herders. But later studies, using new methods, showed the truth. This was no rubbish heap. It was a sacred deposit.
Picture the scene centuries ago. The sun has set, and the slopes above Telde glow faintly under the moon. A procession moves up the dry path, quiet but purposeful. Torches flicker against stone walls, casting long, shifting shadows across the carved openings of the cave. The air is heavy with smoke and murmured chants. Inside the chamber, the community gathers. The walls are blackened with the memory of countless fires, the air thick with the scent of resin and earth. A newborn, wrapped in soft skins, is placed carefully in a hollow carved into the rock. Around the tiny body, the bones of a goat are arranged with deliberate care. Not discarded scraps, but a sacred gift. For the people of Gran Canaria, this is more than a farewell. It is an offering to the ancestors, a plea for fertility, a promise that life will continue through cycles greater than any single existence. But Las Huesas was not a single story. It was a landscape of memory written across several caves.
I found it.
In one chamber, the bones of infants lay in greater numbers, suggesting a place reserved for the most fragile lives. In another, the presence of animal remains dominated, hinting at ceremonies where sacrifice and offering took precedence over burial. A third cave blended the two, humans and animals, life and death interwoven in ritual. These variations speak of a complex spiritual system. Not every death was treated the same. Perhaps the status of the family, the age of the deceased, or the circumstances of their passing shaped the ceremony. Each cave became a chapter in a larger sacred book, read and reread over generations. For the Aboriginal Canarians, death was never final. It was part of an eternal cycle, a passage from one form of existence to another. By uniting human remains with the bones of animals, they forged a dialogue between the worlds of the living and the dead.
For the Aboriginal Canarians, Telde was not merely a settlement. It was a spiritual capital, a center where rituals of fertility, burial, and cosmic balance were carried out. The caves, the mountains, the carved channels in stone, all were part of a sacred geography that bound the people to their ancestors and to the forces of nature. Today, when we stand inside Las Huesas and look across to Cuatro Puertas, the connection still feels alive. The two sites seem to watch each other, like guardians of an ancient secret. They remind us that this valley was once more than land. It was a ceremonial heart, beating with chants, smoke, and offerings, keeping the world in balance.
Hello, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you want, you can share this video with friends or on social media. Don't forget to subscribe to ExploGC channel to see every video we post. And click the notification bell to be the first to know when we post a new ExploGC video. And at last, please leave a comment what you think about the content of the video. Thank you so very much. And now let's continue with the video.
What we don't get here is that they try to make history out of every stone. But they did not do it with this place. And if you create the right story, and there's many stories about this place, you can make a tourist spot they can visit, like Cuatro Puertas. But this, they just left this abandoned, even though it is marked as an historical spot.
So, this was Cuevas de las Huesas. You can always find something in Gran Canaria. It's always different. It's nice and a little bit scary.
It was a little bit eerie.
Yeah, eerie, that's
It was strange.
Yeah.
And all the time you can hear the blowing of the wind. It was howling, whistling. It was a strange noise.
Strange place.
So this place is worth a visit. You can go here for a nice walk. You can look at the caves.
Make some nice pictures. Enjoy the view.
I hope you did enjoy the video.
And thank you for watching.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Check our website ExploGC.es for more info, more extra content, and all the links to all our social media platforms. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you like, you can watch one of our other videos. See you on the next video of ExploGC. Hasta la próxima. Adiós.